Hello. In this video, I'm going to be drawing this Pompilini wasp. I hope I said that name right. To start off with, I want to start off with a ball for the head. Kind of like that. Let me try it one more time just to get a slightly smaller ball. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to draw the thorax, which is like really close to the head. There's a lot of stuff attached to the thorax, so I'm going to make a ball for it. Maybe more of an oval shape. I think I made it a little too big. Yeah, I think that works. Now what I want to do is I want to draw the abdomen where the stinger is on. I made it too thin. Well, if I was going to plot it, I would think that it should go to maybe about there. Maybe I could even try doing that instead. You know, I don't think I like how I portrayed it, because it does kind of thin out. Before it connects to the thorax. Kind of more like that. In there. Yeah, kind of like that. Now what I want to do is I want to draw some pilot holes on the thorax for the legs. And sorry if you hear popping in the background of this video, it's the heater. When the heat's on, it tends to make popping sounds because the ducts are expanding. D-U-C-T, duct, not like a duck. Okay, and the interesting thing about this wasp is there's like another additional form. It's like on the thorax where the wings are attached to. It's kind of like another ball-like appendage that's morphed like into the thorax. And the interesting thing about it is this wasp, I believe they have 2 pairs of wings, so 4 in total. And we could kind of see it. It's very gestural, so I will try to draw some lines to show you what I mean. And yeah, they all attach to specific areas. Like if you look at the ball, it's kind of like divided kind of into 2, and there are these additional forms. I keep thinking of like maybe like a contact lens in which they kind of bulge out a little bit. But yeah, I'll try to show you how it connects. Sometimes when things get gestural, it gets a bit tricky. Not tricky, but just there's a lot of overlap going on. But the wings are always connecting to those additional forms on its on the back of the thorax. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to focus on the structure of the head. We'll look at the head. I drew a ball for it, but the reality is, looking at this form, we can kind of chisel out some additional areas. It's like, it's kind of weird to think of it like a human skull to a large extent. That's always what I'm kind of thinking about. And if you look at the eyes, well, I think I made them a bit too rounded. The eyes are kind of like bulging out of their respective sockets. I'll color in the eyes so you can have a little bit of an idea. But yeah, they're kind of like all connected to that thing. And the other thing, I believe this wasp has some type of like mouth part. I want to show that. Oh yeah, I wanted to do the other eye as well. And the interesting thing about that is we have like the socket form that kind of comes off the head. Then you have the eye on the other side. It's a little bit out of view, so it's a little bit more tricky to see the eye on the other side, but it's definitely there. It's just, the other thing is we can kind of see there it has antennae that are coming out, and I'll draw some gestural lines for that. I think there should have been a little bit more of a gap. Kind of like that. Now what I also want to do is I want to draw some gestural lines for the legs to summarize them. And we could see these parts pretty clearly. I think I went a little bit too far. Kind of like that for that one. Sometimes you can plot points as you go to help orient yourself. Sometimes it can be tricky if you're trying to plot out a longer line that kind of makes some curves rather than trying to do it all in one go. It could be helpful to plot an occasional point so you could like chart your course. The other interesting thing here is we can't see exactly where the other legs on the right side of the body attach, but we could see parts of them throughout. Yeah, kind of like that. Okay, now I am going to start by drawing I'll start with the antenna first. If you look at the additional forms of the antenna, they're kind of like these stacking cup things. There's like this additional form for both of them. Although one of them is a bit obscured behind the other one, there's some overlap going on. But it's like a bunch of like we have like, they're a bit more like these thin matchstick-like shapes. That's how I'm seeing them. very thin. Matched sticks. Perhaps they're more like elongated stacking cups. Some of the wing is a bit out of view, so it kind of makes things a little bit more tricky as you go up. Plus, I'm probably drawing them a little bit too thick, I will admit. Okay, now on to the legs. I'm going to start with this leg first. I'm seeing a shape kind of like that. Usually I see these elongated triangular-like things. Legs are very thin, so I'm trying to work within those bounds. Makes things a little bit difficult. I'm going to work on the back leg now, even though it's a little bit obscured. I'm going to work on the back leg now. I think I made the leg a little bit too thick. Should have been way thinner in many places. Maybe I'll try to correct that over here. Looking over here, I think we can see some of the initial attachment to the underside. Yeah, I'm seeing all these interesting initial connection points. They're a bit bulging. But okay, onto this leg. Then near the end we have like these little, they're like little triangle things that kind of taper. That's how I am seeing them. This leg, there's an interesting ball-like shape. On some of the legs, I see all these little spikes. I wonder if it's for like carrying paralyzed prey back to somewhere. You know, I also realized on this section here, I kind of messed it up a little. I'll correct it and show you what I probably should have done. I think it should have been curving more than I made it. Sorry, I'm trying to make the triangles really small. They're a bit difficult to work with. I'm gonna stop complaining. I think I'm laying a bit too much of a thick line because of my pen pressure. But yeah, that's what I am seeing when it comes to this Pompilini wasp. It's very interesting. I didn't draw the interesting orange thing I'm seeing over here. I could have done that. It's significant, so I'll give it that. I don't know what it's for, but I am interested to learn what the purpose is. We really can't see the stinger. I'm guessing if it's going to be anywhere, it's probably going to be on the very end. There's a good chance that it's retracted in its body. That very well could be the possibility. I also didn't focus on the individual structure of the wingspan all that much at all. Sometimes the finer details I don't always cover. But yeah, the more I look, the more I see these little spike-like things, probably all attached to a leg. Pretty sure it's for grasping or holding on to prey of some sort. Carrying it back forward to the hive or whatnot. Probably a lot of paralyzed spiders and whatnot. Yeah, learning about how they help regulate the world. Any wasp helps regulate the world is not for the faint of heart. I mean, it's cool that they do it, you know. Otherwise, we would be up to our elbows in spiders. I mean, I like spiders. I like all insects, but you know, I guess there's always a trade-off. Everything in balance. But yeah, I hope this video helps you. If you like the video, please like it. If you like my channel, please subscribe. And if you do have a question, please ask in the comments below. Thank you very much for listening to me throughout this video. I do greatly appreciate it. Bye.